Morning. No, not gonna say it's a good one. You will probably have noticed, if you're paying attention, that I skipped yesterday. That's because I didn't go to work yesterday because I felt like shit. I still feel fairly much like shit, but I'm gonna go to work today anyway. So I'm gonna use today as the recap video. I don't think it'll be very long, but it will be an answer to the predictions video that I did on Monday, where I talked about where I thought we would get to. And for the most part, we did. We finished character creation. Actually took less time to finish creation than I had predicted it would, which was a bonus. We began the game. I got them all onto private jets to New York. I got them all landed. I got them all to the Flatiron Building, which is the hub of the Technocratic Union's operations on the eastern seaboard. And on the sidewalk outside the Flatiron Building is where they started to meet up with each other. Now, as part of the background to this, because they are all playing themselves, they all did know each other. But the twist in the background is that they've all been basically in a Horizon realm training for 5 years, so they've not had any contact with each other. None of them actually even realized that the others had been recruited. Now, the reason it's worth specifying that they train in Horizon realms is because I've had them have 5 years pass for them, but only 1 calendar year has actually passed since they disappeared. So that could come into play, I don't know. So yeah, they met up with each other, they had their reunion on the sidewalk, then they headed up to the 23rd floor, which one of them did comment on the fact that yes, the Flatiron Building does not have 23 floors. Which, you know, for most non-technocrats might prove to be a problem. They discovered that on top of the Flatiron Building is a near horizon. Excuse me. And that is where the hub is located. There is a secret combination to the elevator, along with a security card that allows it to journey up into the extra-dimensional space. They met with their new boss, who expressed a bit of disbelief at what they had been given as raw recruits, who didn't seem overly thrilled with them, and who then basically told them, you know, here's your construct. I'm not sure how you managed to get this assigned to you, but go there and wait for your first mission. So they went there and had a look around, checked out the new construct. Kim, the syndicate member in the group, decided that it was simply not good enough and went off to purchase his own New York uptown apartment. And then as he arrived back, they all decided to go get drunk. Of course. Why wouldn't they go get drunk? I mean, you know, they've just had a reunion with old friends. Not like they're, you know, supposed to be working or anything. And so they went to go get drunk. Now, while they were out drinking, though, I decided to throw something at them. A little bit of confusion, a little bit of meta. This game is very meta because, as I said, they are playing themselves. With the fact that all of the members of this gaming group had been selected and were there, one of them decided to go down the meta element of, well, where's Casey? Why isn't he with us? Why wasn't he selected? And as they were out drinking, one of them decided to go onto the rooftop terrace for a cigar. And she was very drunk at the time and decided to look out over New York, at which point she saw a few buildings away, looking back at her, me, Casey. And then he immediately turned and left. Of course, then the other members of the group, one of them came back, used time magic to view the event, confirmed that she wasn't just drunk, that she did actually see it. But that's as far as they've managed to get with that so far. They went back home after a night's drinking. The next morning, they had their first mission. And their mission is to observe a cyber cafe where... Observe a cyber cafe where a known reality deviant, where they know a reality deviant seems to frequent. And they're to observe, identify, report back. They have no orders to engage at this point. Now, the other thing I will mention in this is that there will be certain parts of the session for this game that I'm not going to be recapping. The reason for this is that I have chosen one of the members of the group to be part of a conspiracy theory. Now, the character who has been chosen obviously knows, but that player has been instructed not to tell any other member of the group out of character. Because in character, he's been instructed not to tell any other member of his group. So, anything to do with the conspiracy is going to be very difficult for me to cover here, as the gaming group are the main ones that watch these videos all the time. That means that over time, you will get to uncover threads along with the group as things come to light. But for now, just be aware that there is someone in the group who either has information that the rest of the group does not have, or has orders that the rest of the group does not have, or has contacts that the rest of the group does not have, and that any communications between that group and that player will not be covered by these videos. God, that sun's bright. Yeah, so there we are. That was the first session. They managed to get to the cafe after requisitioning a van for the stakeout. They managed to get wired into the security system, and just as they got wired in, that's when we ended the session. That's all for today. Like, subscribe, I do appreciate it. I can't say that enough. I've just recently had a couple new subscribers, so if you are one of those new subscribers, thank you very much. And hopefully I'll see you tomorrow.